Right, so we are unboxing the Smok Xpriv Solo Kit. This is the pale blue version. I have no idea what it looks like underneath in this colour formation. I remember vaguely seeing one at Vapors Expo. So yeah, what do I expect from this? I have no fucking idea. I don't know what coil types there are altogether with this, or what's compatible with this model. Because if I'm honest, I haven't done that much research on it. Usually I go by the terms and conditions of a company. If I'm to review one of their products, I want to know, I want at least one pack of each to show people. But knowing Smok, that might be a bit of a difficult thing to do, especially from their previous ranges of coils. I mean, especially when you consider the TFE8, they had something like half a dozen different different coil types, from 0.5s to 0.13s, and some like quad cores, dual cores, triple coil cores, and all sorts of fucking shit. Like, I mean, they had all bases covered on that line alone. And I know they did something similar with the RPMs. So, all fairness, you've got to give Smok, whether you like them or hate them, or you're just fucking following the fucking trend of Smok haters. Like, they do try to cater for every coil type, usually. Obviously, I cannot say that with this one specifically, but it would generally follow the rule. So yeah, what do I expect from this one? I expect it to come in from the original Xpriv line, or Priv line I should say. Some obviously probably a bit more technical. So yeah, what is this? The new D, I presume it's a newer D coil series compatible. Single 18 650. I'm surprised I didn't go 21 700s. But yeah, 80 watts. I do remember seeing this at Expo. It wasn't particularly very big. Touchscreen control, drag and drop resistance. Oh, scratch and drop resistance. So basically, if you drop it, it's not going to completely obliterate. Switchable themes. Vibration reminder. I presume that's to do with the battery. Top fuel airflow. TF what's it, D? TFD sub-home tank. So they have taken it from the TFE range, one of their newer, well, one of their most popular ranges. So yeah. Obviously, I'm just reading specs from this because it's a bit of a video filler, isn't it? The Xpriv, so you get the Xpriv Solo mod, you get the sub tank. This is the 2mm version. Pre-installed is a 0.15 coil. That's the D coil, and the one that comes spare is a 0.23. Get a glass tube replacement. I pray that's a bubble glass, to be honest, because I fucking hate having TPD fucking glasses. What a shit country I live in. So yeah, Smok is a trademark of Shenzhen IVP, is that S technology? Yeah, see, I'm trying to read shit from fucking distance, like, yeah. So why not just quickly do that for you? I've got all this fucking shite to get off anyway. So right, let's crack it open. let's start with the tank. I am a little bit gutted because I think that spare tank is a basic 2mm. Yep, you're getting the exact same tank via your 2mm container. Very easy. It was a little bit scratchy. Keep in mind, this is kind of the stage you come from mouth to lung onto sub-ohm if you're starting to like your direct lung kind of stuff. It isn't particularly difficult to undo, as you see here. One of the things I might recommend in future, rather than having your ports on the side here, I would recommend it just off. Make sure. Ow, no, you're fine actually, no matter if there's a big gap in the middle. I think that's to do with this fucking blockade here. So yeah, to make sure it's 2mm. But yeah, there's no way of, from what I can see, to make that any fucking bigger, which is going to annoy the living shit out of me. Top airflow, what's that? Smok, TFD, sub tank in the middle there. It was not a bad looking device, to be fair. Little tank. What about cracking it open? How do we crack this open? That looks like, is that the typical? Yep. We got the plug and play kind of stuff here. See that? Yeah. Boom. Slider. Nice sliding. Right, I'm not 100% sure how that's going to fit a bigger bottle. I might say 60ml bottles, the skinnier type, might be better for this. So, yeah. Let's have a little look at the accessories, because I haven't decided on whether I'm using that fucking coil in. Right. One thing I'd like to know is your wattages on the coils. That would be a good place to start, wouldn't it? Right. Right, so the 0.15 is, I'm not sure if you can see that, 55 to 65 watts, which is not too bad, to be honest. Let's face it, it's not terrible. So, you know, you're not hitting top range, especially on an 18650 battery. Let's see what this one's like. I would like to have got some more coils for these to give these a bit more of a rundown. And the 0.23 coil is, what's that, 45 to 55? Yep, 45 to 55. So there's only really a 10 watt difference between them. But I suppose that's the difference between having your, well, yeah, you're getting half the life out of your batteries than you are fully. So yeah, let's find something to juice this up with. I mean, since I've already cracked open a bottle, I'm going to be using the Vaportito refresher. I'm also going to be using a Vapecell B30 battery. Usually I would recommend something with a little bit more power to it, but since I'm only going to be running at 45 watts, 45 to 55 watts, this cell will do absolutely fine. I'm not going to be taxing the shit out of it like some people generally like to do. I'm one of them battery preserving kind of guys, you know. I mean, excuse me. What I'm doing now, I'm basically putting a couple of drops on the cotton to prime the coil. just for you podkit users out there, this isn't going to be like something you put your salts in. This kind of coil is sat for 70-30 VG PG juices. This is for your little cloud chuckers, like, you know. So if you're used to 20 milligram salts and thinking going onto a kit like this, you won't necessarily get the same hit, you know. So it's one of them. So this isn't a quit smoking device as such. I do remember a time though where there were a lot of the companies were using sub-ohm tanks as starter devices. Smok was one of them. They had the was it the V8 was sold as a starter kit. As I said, there was a lot of coil types on it. We'll leave that for about 5 to 10 minutes anyway. I mean, it shouldn't be that long. Realistically, you could have it done in about 5 minutes tops. But I want to go over that mod. So I'm going to be using that battery another time. That coil another day. I don't know where the fuck that cough has come from. Please don't tell me I'm starting to get ill again. USB-C. You get your little spares of baggies, your O-rings, things like that. Always come in handy. I think I've got an entire sort of some kind of box. Obviously instruction manuals. Me being me, I'm probably just going to wing it. That's a pretty thick instruction manual, warranties and things like that. So download the IVPS tool. You get what I'm saying, don't you? So yeah, safety instructions. User manual for the solo kit and the Xpriv. Basically, I'd expect them to be the same. So yeah, once I've mastered this one, the other one's going to be basically the same. So yeah, there's that. All right, so a little bit of a playtime. Right, that is a very slim mod. Not even going to lie there. I mean, here's an 18650 in its case, obviously in its case, and that is literally how fucking thin that is. I mean, I've seen tube mods fucking bigger than 18650 tube mods bigger than this, and they are just raw mechanical power. Fucking, I'm amazed of how small this actually is, to be honest. Battery contacts, you got your positive this end, you got your negative this end. Nice bit of spring there. I always recommend going across the top. It will be a lot easier that way, because what I never used to do, I used to use this bit of fabric. It's really not a useless bit of fabric, if I'm completely honest. I mean, look at that. Oh, it's doing vibration. It feels funny. So yeah, I wish it wasn't vibrating so much while I'm playing about with it, but this is touchscreen. How is it touchscreen? That's how that is touchscreen. Right, so what is it supposed to be? It was supposed to be about 45 watts. We're not going to fucking load it straight on. Right, so that's that. 1, 2, 3. Power locked. 1, 2, 3. Power unlocked. 1, 2. Right, so four clicks bring you out to your thingamabob. Right, so it'll bring you out to either puff counter or 1, 2, 3, 4, or your theme. So you can choose between what's that one? This theme, which is a bit interesting. With some sort of space agey. Maybe I'll get it lower for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now your next thing. I mean, that's quite sick, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if I'd call this a proper touchscreen because it's not like you're pressing up and down on your actual screen base. La 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 la. I mean, yeah, the left and right button is a touchscreen. Keep in mind, it doesn't look as clear as it is because I still got the protective plastic on here. I always do that. It's my way of keeping these screens clear as possible for long as possible. I think I'm going to keep with this one. It's a four-digit puff counter. You've got your own let me just use. You have your own resistance. I presume that's your puff time, is it? I'm going to presume that's your puff time, how long you draw for. You have, oh no, that'll be how long you draw for. So that's going to be your voltage. Of course, it's going to be your voltage. It's a lightning bolt. Lightning bolt, you dick. And you have your battery, and that all battery percentage, and that's currently sitting at 95%. So yeah, that's and they obviously give you the instructions on the side here, which is quite a nice little touch if you're a bit of a spastic like myself, because I never read the instructions. On the back, I'm not sure if you can see that. There's a very slight like a kind of a weird engraving in this like blue stuff that says Xpriv Solo. I mean, I'm not in the best light for it. I don't know how I'm going to get that light to come up, but it's there. So yeah. So right. I could have probably taken measurements of the tank. By the looks of it, it looks to be about a 24 mils. I haven't got my calipers on me, and the batteries are dead on the fucking things anyway. So it's like 23, 24 mils. It's definitely not 22 mils because, of course, it's not. Just because size of comparison, base wise. The Vertex is a 22 mil tank and it's a little bit wider, so you know I know that fit on the. This is the endless mod, like me, mechanical mod, quite flash. For the record, there is no battery on this, so please don't slaughter me. I do not recommend sticking a sub-ohm tank with a stock coil on a mechanical mod at all. So, but I'm just using this for size comparison. Okay? As I said, please don't slaughter. It's just for size comparison. Can you see that overhang? That's got to be a good mil or so. Oh, fuck me. I could have put it on a fucking swag. That would have been able to tell. Oh, well. Instead, now I'm going to get butchered. Oh, you put a fucking sub-ohm tank on the mech mod. Yeah. An empty mech mod with no battery in it, just saying. So, yeah. Alright, a little side fire. It's quite flush. Question is, would you keep all these stickers and shit on. Most people won't, but I'm going to do it. I'm keeping them on. So, yeah, I'll catch you back on top. Why, hello. Back on top with the Xpriv Solo. Oh, as you can see, I'm wearing this shirt again. As you may have seen me in several videos today wearing this fucking shirt. Not because I've worn it for a week at a time, it's because I've done about 100 videos wearing this shirt. The vanity of social media. So, yeah, let's give it a go. I keep looking for a fire button that's like up the top or down here or on the actual screen itself. I'm so not used to having a side fire button. It is quite strange, but the Priv range always had a side fire button. I remember I can't remember which particular Priv it was. It was a proper old rustic kind of thing. It came out around about the same time as the O sub or something like that. It was had a big trigger for fire button. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. Always remember. Yeah, let's keep the power. 1, 2, 3. Power unlocked. And it vibrates. Oh, I'm pressing buttons. See, this is why you have a locking thing on it. Fully open. That's nice. He's got a race car on it. He's got a fucking race car. Fuck me, that's Mega Drive, eh? That's fucking sick. Okay, let's hold back the excitement here. It has a very retro type animation on a barrel picture. It's a fucking race car. But yeah, that's a tasty coil. Now I want to check out the other ones. You know, do they all have fucking race cars on? You know, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Theme. Curious now. Mary Poppins. Umbrella. Ooh. Like Mary Poppins for burning from the fiery gates of hell because it literally looks like it's been struck by lightning. Now we're going to go for, because I am that sad, we are going to check out the last one. Right, this one, remember this one? The initial screen, 45 watts still. That battery's gone down quite quick, to be fair. And I've locked in. It's that little hearty bubbles. Oh, how lovely. Oh. I got to admit, I wouldn't mind it I think the themes are quite cool. I do like the themes. I would like to have a slightly bigger device, but I say slightly bigger, I say 21700, but I've got to admit I'm very impressed by the size of this mod. I mean, look at it, he's fucking tiny. They have packed a lot into that mod. You know, look at the size of the button. You know, they've gone for the touchscreen thing, which is fair enough. You know, that's not a lot of fucking room there on the inside. It is 18650. I mean, realistically, it might have made more sense to do an internal, I don't know, 3500 internal battery in there. I mean, but that's quite sharp. That is quite fucking full. I'm not sure how big an internal LiPo would be, like, you know, 3500 milliamp one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I'm down to half the airflow on this. And that flavour is absolutely fantastic. And that's with the airflow almost closed off. I mean, I usually wouldn't recommend running that low. 1, 2, 3. No, I don't want to clear the puff timer. I actually want to know. 1, 2, 3. Let's run at 50 watts. Even as airy as that is, it's not totally airy because they've got 2 slidey ports here. The coil's relatively is a decent size. It's not too big. But yeah, I like that. The drip tip's quite comfortable, actually, weirdly enough. And people never talk about the drip tips, especially with stock tanks. I mean, I'm one of them. I like to change my drip tips up quite a lot. I use some for some tanks to other tanks and shit, vice versa. It's got that nice little curve to it, which is comfortable for your lips. So yeah, I call this a bit of a thumbs up kit. It's small. It's whether you like it. Some people are so anti fucking Smok, and there's some people are so anti Smok they've never even used the fucking device. Smok is shit. No, actually, I'm going to have to disagree. This is, in my opinion, a fantastic little kit. Downsides. Tank capacity. If they were to make it bigger, I'd probably recommend a taller chamber, much like they did with the TFE8 before they used them stupid fucking Euro coils in. But that would make this kit so much bigger. Another downside to me is 18650. That's a real big con for me personally on a sub-ohm level. I like the fact they're not trying to rinse the living shit out of the power on these, like some companies, when they stick their coils in, they'll go for one coil that does half the power and one coil that does the entire full power and kills off your battery within 5 minutes. I'm glad the next coil up is only to 65 watts, which I don't think is too bad. As I said, I'm a battery kind of guy. I like to enjoy my vapes with the appropriate batteries. So if I was to take this out, I'm not expecting the battery power to last me all day. It might last me a little bit longer, though I've got this 20 amp battery in, because I'm only running it at 50 watts. I wouldn't generally push 50 watts out of a 20, any more than 50 to 60 watts out of a 20 amp battery. I'd probably push it a little bit more on another battery type. Some people might disagree. Always keep an eye on your batteries. If they start feeling warm at higher power, change your fuckers out, get something better. But I initially actually bought these batteries just from mouth to lung, so I thought fuck it. But yeah, I'm impressed. I'm not. The catch is not too bad. I think it's a bit of an odd shaped tank. I like the little knurling kind of feel to it. I'm not sure if that's to help you take off the glass piece, but even though if you take off the glass, piece. It's you're just replacing it with the same style. As I said, as I said, I'm still kind of gutted. It's only 2 mils, but some people vape a lot, and I got to admit I do too. So there is that. The colour is not completely to my cup standard, but I do appreciate Smok sending this out for me, and I did get it for free, just in case people were wondering. No, this time I did not go out and buy a bunch of Smok products just to fucking prove a point. There's been 1 or 2 times I probably have gone out and bought products just to fucking prove a point. I can't keep doing that financially, just to be honest. So yeah, I'm going to call this review. It's cracking on a little bit longer than I thought I was going to be doing it. But yeah, thank you again, Smok, for sending this out to me. I am going to enjoy it. I'm not even going to fucking lie to you. And for those who haven't joined up already, come join us on Dark Humour Vapes Facebook group. We're a community-based page. We're not funded by any companies. All our giveaways are internal, are done by the individuals of the groups. On the odd occasion, we might get a little bit of a hand from friends within companies, but 9 times out of 10 we'll tell you when that happens anyway. So yeah, come join us, have a chat, have a laugh. If you really enjoy the group, dedicated members get to come and join us on our really fucking ropey Discord page. And when I mean ropey, I mean ropey. There's some right naughty bastards on there. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the review. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will be back for more products and reviews with myself and my beautiful missus soon.